mine.
Not right now, it's not. Hello, YouTube Nation! Welcome to WrestleMania!
Yeah.
It is our WrestleMania Night 1, because this sucker is 2 nights now. Night 1 prediction show.
I won Night 1 last year.
It has been a year since Miss Rebecca has won a wrestling challenge.
Now let me rewind, because last Wrestling Fastlane we tied. Me and you tied. Except the wrestling match that happened, it was like on the pre-show. We were like, oh, who do you think's gonna win? And I picked my person and he picked his, and I won and he lost.
We never picked the pre-show. Ever.
But we still picked.
That's like saying that, like, I can't even think of a good answer.
Because I'm one.
No, we never do them.
Well, we did it that time.
That's like saying, I'm going to go to work, but this week I'm going to make $10 trillion.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen.
There was a match. We bet who was going to win.
We did not. We just said. There was no bet. There was no gentleman's bet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's the first match? Night 1, here we go.
Oh, we want to start big to small or small to big?
Oh, small to big, of course.
Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah, so apparently Jeremy has this big, like, hoobly bloobly on his paper. Couldn't think of a word.
I do have a big hoobly boobly.
Written all down, and he won't let me look at it.
No.
I really want to look at it.
I've done research.
I always forget to do research. I always forget.
Okay. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Who's your pick? Go.
My pick... Hold on, there's an ad on my thing, and it's making me thrown off. My pick is... I want you to pick first. I always pick first.
No, I picked you first. I told you to go first. Go ahead.
My pick is Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Why?
Because he is a butt, and I like him, and I think he's like, because he's like a heel, a bad guy, and I think he's gonna win.
I'm gonna go ahead and go Cesaro, because I think it's Cesaro's time to get a push for a championship, and beating Seth Rollins gives him a quality win to start heading towards championship material.
I thought
a win for Seth Rollins does nothing for him. A loss against Cesaro does nothing for him. But this whole profit crap that's going on, I hate that.
Yeah, but
I do love the suits he comes out in, though. They're pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah, but I mean, they do crazy, stupid stuff all the time. They let Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker and stop his streak. That didn't do nothing for Brock Lesnar.
I can promise you, if we would have bet that, I would have bet Brock Lesnar.
Of course you would have.
I would have. At some point, The Undertaker had to lose.
Yeah, but not to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's stupid.
Well, Brock Lesnar's a professional fighter, and The Undertaker's 419 years old.
I don't care. He's
okay. Who's
Undertaker.
Your next match?
It is Randy. No, that's night 2. The Miz and Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Okay.
First of all, can I just say how stupid this whole Miz Bad Bunny thing is? I love the Miz. I know he's like, people like think he's a joke. I love him. I've followed him since he was on Real World. I think he's awesome. I think this is such an idiotic thing that they've done between those two. That being said, I'm gonna go with Miz and Morrison. I cannot go with Bad Bunny. I can't.
Okay.
I can't do
I also hate I hate when celebrities get to do this. I hate when Gronk did it last year. I honestly hated it when Mr. T fought Rowdy Piper, and I guess that was the first WrestleMania. Maybe it was one of those, one or two
early ones.
I hate them. I hate when like musicians cross over into acting. I hate when actors try to go be musicians. Like, I had a childhood fantasy once that I would be able to go to the WWF and wrestle.
Yeah.
Look at me. There ain't not a chance. I could barely fight my way out of a paper bag when it's wet. So that's I do not like the matches when they do that. I absolutely hate it. However, what's the point of bringing Bad Bunny in if he's not going to win? Which I get the reason why. Bad Bunny's probably got 400 million YouTube watchers and 500 million Instagram people, and it's good to see his face on there. But like, if I was kind of like what Sami Zayn, I think, was going nuts about with Bad Bunny on the poster, like
conspiracy.
I think him being on the poster. First of all, until wrestling happened, I had no idea who Bad Bunny was. No idea.
The only thing he sang a verse on a Cardi B song. I
don't know who Cardi B is.
Oh my god.
I've at least heard the name.
She was a stripper.
The only reason I know who Cardi B is because on Jimmy Fallon, Dave Matthews played Cardi B songs.
He did.
That's the only reason why. Cardi B could rob me at gunpoint. Wouldn't know who she is.
She used to be a stripper, and now she's a rapper.
Well, that's good life choices. All right. Hey, she got more money than I do. So
I like her.
All right. What's your next one?
P.S. On a side note, I think Bad Bunny will probably win just because
doesn't matter. Your pick is in. Go to the next one. No.
Oh.
How's that? Lick my hand. Got it all over you. That's probably COVID.
I already had it.
We could have it again.
Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler versus Night 1 Tag Team Turmoil winners.
Okay.
So, we're the.
Well, that hasn't happened yet.
When does that happen? Night 1 Tag Team Turmoil winners. Well, where's that on the roster?
I think that happened at Raw last night.
It says Night 1.
It happened on Raw last night to see who their challenger was.
I'm going to punch you in the nose. Then who won? Because I watched it last night.
I fell asleep. Maybe it's Saturday. It was either last night or it's on SmackDown coming up.
Because I watched Raw last night. And
here's the point. I don't care who their champion, who it was that won. Whoever is facing against Nia, they're going to win.
Yeah, Nia Jax and Shayna's done.
I'm taking the other, not Nia, and I'll tell you who I think it's going to be.
Naomi versus. Here it is. They have, for some reason, this thing hasn't listed on night 2, but here it is. Women's Tag Team Championship, #1 contender, Tag Team Turmoil. It's Naomi.
I'm going to not lie to you. I do not have that as on my night 1 thing.
It's on my night 1.
Okay, we'll go with it anyway.
Okay, so yeah, whoever it's like Naomi, Lana, Dana Brooks, Mandy Rose, Riot Squad, Billie Kay and Carmella, and Tamina and Natalya. It's all of them fighting. Whoever wins gets to go against Nia Jax.
Okay, I'm gonna go one further. Not only am I gonna say that Shayna and Nia lose, I am going to tell you that it's Naomi and Lana that are going to win, and they are going to be the tag team champions. Wanna know why?
Why?
Because Lana's a joke, and the WWE loves a joke. Now, Naomi is actually a decent wrestler. Like, she's pretty good, the glow and all that stuff. Like, I get it.
She's very good.
I do not like that a butt drop, like a
butt bomb,
a flying butt kick like that is your finishing move, but, you know. That's who I'm going to go. Who are you going with?
I think Billie Kay is the joke. She's the one that's been going around with her headshot asking people to be her partner. She's the joke. I think I'm going to go with, out of those, I'm going to go Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose.
Okay. Safe bet. I just think it's going to be Naomi and Lana. I don't think they're going to hold it for long, but I think they're going to win, and I think Lana's going to be the reason they win.
I think Brooke and Rose is going to win the contender thing, and then whoever wins of that opposite Naomi and Shane.
Okay, next match.
Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman.
Okay, your turn. This is the dumbest match in WrestleMania.
It literally is the dumbest. It might be the dumbest match of all time. And because it's so dumb, I have a hard time choosing because it's dumb. I guess I'm going to pick Shane McMahon because I think he's going to figure out a way to cheat.
Here's the thing about this storyline is what's the point of ending it? Like, I honestly think if Braun wins, whoop-de-doo, he's a 7-foot giant that beat up the CFO of the corporation. It's not that big of a deal. If Shane wins, it doesn't matter because Shane's not going to start wrestling on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or whatever. He's not going to be an everyday thing.
He just likes to wrestle at WrestleMania.
Yes. It's kind of like...
Shane does every year.
Which I don't like because it's kind of like my daddy's the boss, so I get to play on the team kind of a thing.
Look at me, I'm still in shape.
Yeah. I think Shane on the mic is awesome. I think he's great, and I think he's real good at that.
Yeah.
And I would keep him on the mic at any time he ever wants to do it. However, in the ring, he is a very good athlete. He does a really good job. He jumped off Hell in a Cell and crashed into a table. I mean, he does a good job.
He does. I mean, he's not scared.
I just don't understand the point of him going after Braun Strowman. I also think Shane McMahon's going to win.
Okay.
I don't know why they let Braun win. I mean, you want to talk about a guy that has been a giant and is bigger than anybody and will probably waylay on some butts, but they treat him as if he is like a gnat. I mean, he doesn't get any push. He doesn't do anything.
I don't get it. I feel like they do that with a lot of their people on there. They have a lot of like talented stars, and they just push the same people over and over with basically the same storyline over and over. Like, they need to get their poo-poo in order.
# true story. Next match.
#. New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos.
Go ahead.
I have an announcement to make.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty big.
You like AJ Styles?
I kind of like AJ Styles now. He's kind of growing on me. I watched that thing about his family. It was about his family, and his family's real nice. And he was real nice on there, and he's real nice to those kids. I kind of like him now. I'm going to pick AJ Styles.
You turncoat.
That's what I'm picking.
I'm also going to pick AJ Styles and Big O because what's the point of having that dude by your side if you're not going to win? And New Day, nothing hurts New Day from losing the tag champions.
Exactly. Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
Go ahead.
I think...
Hurry up.
Let me think. I think they're going to give it to Bianca. I do. They have been pushing her and pushing her and pushing her. I don't think she deserves it yet. But I think they're going to give it to her.
Here's my thought on this match. I think it's going to be a very close match.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Bianca is going to get ready to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the orange-haired beauty, comes rolling out, interferes. The man comes out, Becky Lynch, and Sasha wins. And then that'll set up Becky and Sasha for a title run. So I'm going Sasha Banks for the win with the help of Becky Lynch.
So if she wins and Becky Lynch doesn't help, you don't get a point?
No. If she wins straight up, I get whatever I want.
No.
Yes.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. I'm so over Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley is a straight-eyed Zeus.
He is. He does look like Zeus.
Huss! Huss! I mean, it is. That's all. I mean, how many times... Like I watched King Kong versus Godzilla. A guy can only watch a monkey bang his chest so many times before it gets old. And, like, Bobby Lashley is a cut, ripped mamma jamma.
He's in very good shape.
He is. And Bobby Lashley, for, like, more than other like ripped big guys like that, is pretty like agile and can do some stuff.
he's really good.
But
he is.
It's still like a banging of your chest, like I'm ripped, so I've got to be powerful. To where I get it, but I miss the old days of a big boot and a leg drop for the big guy.
Who's his person? Who's his
MVP?
MVP? I do not like him with Bobby Lashley. Like MVP's so mouthy, and he doesn't shut up. And I know that's like the point of a manager. Like I get it, but ugh. I think maybe if Bobby was on his own, I would maybe like him a little bit. But
I think it would be cool. Like Lashley's not good on the mic. That's normally when you get a manager, you're terrible on the mic.
Right.
All right. That's why Heyman is with Brock. That's why Heyman's with Roman. Roman's terrible on the mic.
Yeah.
Now, he was also with CM Punk, who's one of the best that was ever on the mic. Like Bobby the Brain Heenan was always with people that needed help on the mic. Jimmy Hart, always with people who needed help on the mic. That's really the manager's doing.
Yeah.
Is to really help on the mic and to be an interferer and to get yourself into the match. I do think that I don't know. I think at some point this is Drew's time to shine. And it's time to move, have Drew move and do his thing.
Because he didn't keep his title hardly when he won it, right?
No, it was terrible.
I mean, it was 1, 2, 3, and then it was gone.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of got screwed out of it.
He did.
With Elimination Chamber or this and that and everything else. So, I'm going Drew McIntyre.
Me too.
But I don't think it's a hands down win. I don't think, I think there will be the Hurt Business interference or something, but it's going to end up, or MVP is going to do something that makes Lashley lose, so it blows that whole thing up or whatever. So that's mine. I'm going Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I think that the Hurt Business, the other half, is going to come out and aid in his demise. Because why else would they have broken up the Hurt Business right before WrestleMania if they weren't going to do something like that? It doesn't make any sense.
All right.
That's my picks.
That's my picks for night one. Now let's go ahead and have this on the record.
What is that?
If there are matches added, because there's SmackDown still for night one. Those matches
count.
Do not count because we will not have recorded a video.
Because are we going to have our text thread with Scott?
The text thread will count. For our video purposes, the matches that we only mention during this video will only count.
So I could, you could win this, but I could win the reel with the text thread with everything?
Correct.
I'm going to say okay, because it gives me a better shot of winning something.
You're still going to win.
I'm winning.
Well, it is your time. That time of the year.
You know what? I like to save all my energy to win the one that matters.
I'm 10, 2, and 1. I'm beating you. You're 1, 13, and none.
No, I tied with you last week. That's a 1.
That's a tie. That ain't a win.
A 1, a 10, and a 1.
Okay. All right. We will also be doing night 2 here very shortly, so hope you all enjoy this. Leave a comment below. Tell us who you think your picks are. Paul, love reading who you think is going to be. Leave who you think will win for night 1. Tell us where we're wrong and all that jazz. We'll see you for night 2 predictions here soon. Peace out.